and I'm the president that will change this country. Now listen, according to the numbers, everyone say that the lower county they did not vote for me. But I can say to you, I got votes from Lofa County. And what I'm saying today, we need more votes for you so we can finish our work. I want you to vote
for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry
Liberia Febuary.
Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia.
It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
Seku Sherry
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to
Seku Sherry
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Continent to information and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. For information in continent and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry
From money to Padilla,
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
From money to Padilla,
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
from money to Padilla,
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. What is another African soldier? African soldiers to fight for freedom. What is African soldiers now? African soldiers to fight for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting. Those that are living are still fighting.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all Liberians following the broadcast this morning. And of course, it's great to be here. It's great to have conversation with all of you watching. Those of you following us on our YouTube page, we want to say welcome. And good morning to all of you, wherever you're joining our broadcast from. A pleasant good morning and welcome. Today marks the 23rd of February 2026. And of course, we started another week yesterday. And we're moving. Today is the last Monday within February. You will not see any other Mondays again in February till next year. But let me say good morning and welcome to you. My name is Samira Onelai, and of course, I'm Samira Onelai. I'm here with you this morning, hoping to be joined by Ben Believe Tukba very shortly. But until then, this is where we are, and this is what we have for you, Liberians. There are a lot of things going on in the country. We're going to be giving you the trendy issues. We're going to talk about a lot of things this morning that will drive us up to 10 o'clock. And every morning when you hear this song, you know that it is the program Good Morning Liberia that is coming on. But there's a lot happening in Liberia. Liberians are suffering. Eating has now become an achievement. You know, we used to say this thing at a point in time. Few people, they used to be like, what's going on? Everything is okay, but see where we at now. See what is happening now. People are crying, hunger. People cannot even afford on a daily basis to eat. What is happening, my people? Even food, again, people cannot get it. What is happening, my people? What is happening? Eating has now become an achievement. And in the 2025 Global Hunger Index, Liberia ranks 104th out of 123 countries with sufficient data to calculate 2025 scores. You see how far it is? The people are suffering. And it is the government's responsibility to provide for its people. Definitely, we're going to blame the government, though. They are the ones who are supposed to put in mechanisms to see as to how they can help the people. The yellow machines are in town. The yellow machines are in town. They arrived yesterday at the free port of Monrovia. The long-awaited yellow machines are here. They are here. The other ones, the government sent the other ones back. I'm curious. I want to know. Did they send it back? And you know, few people are saying our people are living in hardship, they're living in hunger. And at the end of the day, the government, they're bringing in yellow machines. People are saying that yellow machine is not bread and butter to eat. But somebody will say yellow machine is not bread and butter, but yellow machines can bring development. Somebody will say that this morning too. And we're here this morning behind these bald-headed microphones to talk about lots of issues to talk about. And definitely we're going to talk about this yellow machine thing. And I would say after months of constitutional questions, the procurement scrutiny and public and public noise, I would say the first 137 yellow machines came to Liberia out of 285. We learned that yesterday. It's a very sweet, interesting conversation to have here this morning. And definitely we're going to talk about this thing that has to do with the hunger issue. And you can recall that Cecilia Clark of the Liberia National Police, she resigned. By the end of the day, we got information that the resignation was rejected by the Liberia National Police. And also, we also got information. I saw something like the president reinstated her, saying that she should continue to serve in the position, all of that. But we're going to bring you that here this morning. We're going to look into it. And let me say good morning to all of you. Let me say welcome. Let us welcome Ben this morning on the show. Let's get Ben on quickly. Let's get Ben on the show this morning. Welcome, Liberians. Welcome to all of you. Indeed, we're going to have a really good conversation here this morning. And it's the fresh edition of the program, Good Morning, Liberia. And we're here to talk about issues that matter to Liberians. These are things we're here to talk about. So we will get Ben on. And after Ben, come on, talk about some of the things trending from his end. What we're going to do first and foremost this morning is to open the lines to Liberians so that Liberians can have their say. They will tell us as to what is on their mind this morning before we go into our conversation. Mind you, the yellow machine is a no-go zone. We're going to have conversation about the yellow machine thing here this morning. But Liberians will tell us what is on their minds. Some of the things that's happening. If life is good with you, you tell us. If life is not good with you, you tell us. This is the second month within the year 2026, and today is the last Monday within February. We're moving. Few days from now, few weeks from now, few months from now, we will be in 2027. Campaign will be nearing, all of that. Tell us what is on your mind this morning. Is everything okay with you? Mind you, eating has now become an achievement for many Liberians. So those of you out there, how is life with you? How's everything moving? Those of you doing businesses, tell us, how is it with you? Those of you working the corporate people, how is it with you? We're going to hear you out this morning. Those of the guys from the Ministry of Transport, mind you, this deal that has to do with the LTM taking over, is supposed to take over in March. And Ministry of Transport is to be doing. Those of you at Transport Ministry, call us and tell us what is going on there. Even those of you from the LTM can also call and tell us, because the president has already given the go-ahead so that these people be able to start operation. Mind you, some folks from the legislature, they has problem with it. But you can tell us what. There's a lot. If I'm to name this morning, I'm not going to tell you what to say, but there's a lot of things that's happening. But let us get Ben on this morning. Let us talk to Ben first and foremost before we go into our other issues. Good morning, Ben. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning to the thousands of Liberians that have tuned into the biggest platform in the country, Voice of Liberia.
Welcome. How was your weekend?
Thank you, Samira. My weekend was wonderful. I had a great weekend. Yesterday, on Saturday, I was at a gym as usual. I'm a fitness enthusiast, and on Sunday, I spent the rest of the my afternoon to the evening hours. I was at the new Africa Shrine. That shrine was built in honor of the founder of Afrobeat, Fela Kuti. Many of us like Afrobeat music, but we don't know the history of Afrobeat. The father of Afrobeat is Fela Kuti. So I went to the shrine to pay homage to his legacy. And as you may be aware, Fela Kuti was not just a musician, but he was a freedom fighter, an advocate, an activist. So I went there. And so this morning, while preparing to come on the show, I had to run quickly to do my peanut butter protein shake. Added some,
Okay.
my Greek yogurt to get fit. So that was that. So I mean, I'm good. I'm very good, and I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to be alive and to start this fresh week.
That is good. That is good. It's good to know that. A lot of things happening, Ben. Lot of things happening within the political landscape. All parts of the country. We have news from there, and there's a lot. What is trending from your end? There is this issue that has to do with, children who were found dead in. Is it Mela in Nimba
Mhm.
County, District number 7, and all of that. And at the end of the day, a woman was found, a missing woman was found too, and all of that. So there's a lot happening. But what is trending from your end?
Too many things happening. That's one of the issues that I think got me. It provoked me. Actually, I didn't feel bad. I got angry. I got furious about it
Mm,
because those are things that should not be tolerated in our society. So
mm.
it got me angry. I wish I was in a position of authority in that country to go after the perpetrator. That's very cruel. It's totally inhuman. And but most of the other issues here, Samira, are strictly some of the talking points we have. So I'm just gonna hold on right here as we go into the main issues.
That is great. That is good. That is so much great. The first and foremost thing, fellow Liberians, that we said that we're going to do this morning is to get all of our phone lines open so that you Liberians can be able to tell us as to how is life with you, right? What is on your mind? What are some of the things you want to speak about? We will do that exercise this morning for 10 minutes, highest 15 minutes. And afterwards, we go into our talking points. We want to hear you, Liberians. Tell us what is on your mind this morning. If there are issues you have with Senator Zopino, because there have been, this thing wherein people have even reached out to me about the 2029 election, that, they do not want Zopino, just few people from Grand Jida, not the whole, Grand Jida. And this thing have been going on and going on. There have been a lot of conversations, and we're going to have one of the guys here maybe tomorrow or day after, so that we'll be able to have conversation about this whole thing. So if you I'm just trying to lay this narrative in order to say that you can talk about all sectors, right? If you have issue with someone from the legislature, they're not personal issue though, something that is supposed to do in the country's interest, and they're not doing it. They're serving in public office and they're not doing it. You'll be able to speak to it. If you have issues with the labor ministry, that is one of the ministries that I can always say that it is one of the most corrupt ministries in this country. It is being headed by one of the most corrupt figures in our country, Kopakura. Copa corrupt Kura, and some of the things that's happening there is very, very much bad. People cry about labor in this country, abuse in this country, and labor ministry sits there and they cannot do anything about it. So you know what you want to talk about this morning. The opportunity is yours for 10 minutes or 15 minutes so that you'll be able to make your point here on the broadcast this morning. Those of you watching, listening, the cash giveaway is on, and of course, we're giving out 5,000 this morning, 50 Liberian dollars. Dial *799 *8#. Dial *799 *8#. play with $50 Liberian, stand a chance to win yourself $5,000 Liberian here this morning. Liberians, be able to have your say for 10 minutes on Voice of Liberia 104.1. The numbers to participate are 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564. Alternative line for the Lone Star subscribers, 0881-275-189, 0881-275-189. I'm going to announce the numbers again. You'll be able to have a say this morning. This is your show. Tell us what is on your mind this morning as a Liberian, and let us have that exercise for 10 minutes and walk up into our conversation. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564. These are the numbers to participate this morning. Let us be able to talk to this person here quickly. Good morning. Good morning. What is going on? Good morning.
Samira.
Morning. Your name, where are you joining us from?
Yeah, Samira David King. I joined you from Lower Maggie this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, Samira, what is on my mind has to do with it, quote unquote, yellow machine thing that took over the entire social media yesterday afternoon. I don't know whether that yellow machine going to put food on our table, whether that yellow machine going to put money in our pocket. This is not first in this time. We are seeing yellow machine at our house. We are seeing yellow machine coming to our country. Our previous leader, President, we have brought yellow machine in 2023. For the 48 yellow machine. There were no publicity yet. There was no publicity about those machines that he brought. We didn't see in social media people parading social media wearing yellow shirt all over the place, yellow cap, because President we have brought for the 8 yellow machine and low bell. We didn't see that. But today we are hearing yellow machine, like it's something that had never happened in the country. Like no leader had ever brought yellow machine. President said he brought yellow machine. Even the buying for that one yellow machine. So why people would think that yellow machine, they bring out yellow machine, in our country, a history making, or that one going to put food on our parents' table for our children to eat. So people need to understand the
Thank you.
To be a giant yellow machine. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Samra. You know, sometimes I get laugh when I hear or see the on the video, or I see the boys there with the green jersey, oh gosh, yeah, with the moving cover.
What is on your mind this morning?
I'm trying to get to, I'm trying to leave it busy. You know the boys there with the green
You want to
jersey,
tell us your name?
I'm Ashley Johnson calling from Tugolo District 4, the chairperson for the Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Okay.
So the issue, Samra, you know, people acting like yellow machine never been in Liberia before. Because yellow machine been in the country. Yellow machine in the country. You got companies that in the country that have machine. But now the government trying to tell us, hey, we will bring our yellow machine to get contract. They mean we should close down. The government trying to shut down work from people. You know, say it's wrong to bring machine, but if the government will be bringing this kind of amount of machine, then you trying to tell us, say, we will bring our machine to be able to get contract for our family to eat. I mean, we should close down. I mean, all the contract now government will give is government is the people that get contract out to local partner to be able to survive. There are people who spend millions of dollars to buy machine in the country. So for me to see government bringing machine to say they're trying to turn it distributing counties, the is wicked, Samara. You have to look at that thing. You know how many people invest their money in yellow machine in the country to be able to get contract for small road project. So 13 years on one local laughable. What are they coming with Ghana? And only they want more benefit. The citizen must go scrap and be all scrap. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for participating. The time is 39 minutes past 7 o'clock. And like we said, this issue about yellow machine, definitely is one of the things that we will talk about this morning. So let us be able to go into it. Mind you, we will have conversations around this whole hunger thing. But let us go into our major conversation, which will take us up to 8 o'clock. And Liberians will also have, the chance to be able to participate too. Okay. But just before going, let's hear what is on this person's mind. Good morning.
Morning, Samara. How are you?
Morning. I'm okay. At my car. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say hi to my brother, the MPD Topa. This is Edmo. I'm remain the visually impaired and pushing for the return of the president. We are 2029.
Okay.
I will be talking about the yellow machine later. I will talk about the disabled community.
Okay.
The same way things are now okay with the normal people, the disabled people are the worst, are facing the worst situation in the country. And to add to that problem, the government is not finding no solution for the disabled community, but rather to go after the disabled people. All I aware in this country that the main survival of person living with disability is to move from one street corner, beg for survival. Because some we are educated, but the job opportunity is not there for us. But for our government that have come to rescue the Liberian people, to now use general ministry to go after the people on the street, flocking them on the street, claiming that they should not have their children on the street to bear. I think this is the most evil thing that has ever happened to the disabled community. So we are calling on the government of the Republic and the general ministry to start that evil act, that evil act against the disabled community. You cannot be having 600 to 700 persons living with disability, then you call about 20 to 25 persons and get them $120 each. Then you think, say, that is a livelihood opportunity that you have created for them. No, it's not a job trapped in the budget, in the bucket. So we are asking them to stay away from the disabled community. They have nothing to give it to them. They should start harassing them, or else we are going to be encouraging them to organize a massive protest. I don't care how they hang us. I don't care how they dress us. We are going to push in the international community that the government is evil and nothing but evil. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Edmonka. Thank you, and it's so much, disheartening to hear such thing. And I think this whole thing that has to do with the disabled community is something that the government even have to look into. Because Ben, if you can recall, the president said that he was going to, because I don't know his mother or who was also disabled. But it's sad to know that these people, they're still going through the struggle, and it's even getting worse as the day passes by. Morning.
How's the morning?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Speaking on a common board chairman and K1P Willie, I join you from Stokely the show 4.
Go ahead.
The mirror, we are in trouble. Big mess. When the former president said you have or generic population and giving it to or kind of auto-generic leader, those are some of the things we were talking about. I just listened to Edmo Khan when he said it.
Yeah.
And he's right. He's very right. This government don't have plans. They have lost their sense of direction. For that reason, they just go around looking for things to do to either they are working or pleasing and whoever they want to please. You don't have or answer plan. You are not prepared or area for the disabled community. You are not giving it any.
Okay, he left the line. Let us be able to move. Ben, we have to move. We have to, talk about this issue. Yeah, quickly. So let us have it. Let us serve you breakfast this morning. Thank you to those of you who call in to tell us what is on your mind. It's important that we be able to do these things to hear Liberians out, because there are some things that others out there they do not know, and it's not possible that we talk about everything from all sectors every morning. Yeah, it's not possible. We will talk about what we can talk about, what the time gave us to talk about, and at times hear out Liberians on some of the issues, because as much as we'll talk about majority of the things here, Liberians are the ones going through what they're going through. So if you hear it from some of them, then as to this is happening. But let us be able to go into it, fellow Liberians. We're not taking calls, please. We're done with the calls. The time is 45 minutes past 7 o'clock, 15 minutes to 8 o'clock. We're not taking any more calls. Let us be able to go into our issue. Fellow Liberians, on yesterday, we saw the yellow machines. They arrived at the free port of Monrovia. And it was over 130 earth moving machines. They arrived yesterday. And that's the first batch out of 285 machines that have to arrive into the country. And it's important that we be able to have conversation about this. This is a long-waited yellow machine, I should say. Liberians got to know about it. They were being fooled. The whole lot of misinformation, whole lot of saying the due at a point in time. It was one of Bwaka's friend. He has good friends, and it was out of goodwill. And at a certain point in time, it reached to the legislature. They had to allot money for it. And another point in time, Mama Kability was also ahead in the process. And the whole yellow machine thing, it was a saga that, I should say that they lied to the Liberian people. And after it, we saw a few yellow machines that came into the country. It was being paraded with the president picture on it, Mama Kability standing over it. At the end of the day, we got reports saying that the machines will be taken back to where it came from, due to some negotiation errors and all of that. And we saw that the vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn, he left the country to go and secure, yellow machines for the people. And let us be real. Let us be real. This whole yellow machine, there's a lot of constitutional questions. Not just the constitutional questions, but then the procurement process. Mind you, PPCC, they were not even in the know about this whole thing. The procurement process, it had a lot of error. A lot it had. The public, they were skeptical as to what is happening. Why is it that there's a whole lot of things situated around this yellow machine? What is going on? They lied to the Liberian people. A lot of lies were being told. There are a few questions I have this morning. That the other yellow machines that we have here, did the government send them back? They actually sent them back, or we still have them in the country? Mind you, I heard it before. Someone was telling me that some of the yellow machines, they're even still here. Right? They're still here. But we witnessed the arrival of new yellow machines. Right? We witnessed the arrival. And there are a couple of things that I have to say to this. Right? I have a couple of things to say to this. Now, as much as we will say, yes, It has to do with development, and this issue is something that we should be able to. I don't know what's going on. Okay, this issue is something that we should be able to be happy about because development and blah 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 blah. But this news is not a news for Liberians to be running around with. It's not a news for Liberians to be jumping and be happy about. I'm going to be very blunt this morning. It's not something for people to be jumping around with. Most especially folks from the Unity Party. It is not a news for you to be jumping around with because this shows your limitation. It shows your limitation. Why do I say so? You people have spent 2 years in power. 2 years, you people are spending power. The only thing that we can see that should be a relief to Liberians, it is a yellow machine or it's yellow machines. This is something that you should be happy about after 2 years in power. There's nothing visible that Liberians can see. There's nothing visible. So the yellow machine now is like the biggest project. It's a project that should be flagged. It's a project that should be flagged. Mind you, some of these machines, they're already breaking down people's homes, leaving people homeless. As much as we support development, we do support development, but at times the manner and form in which the government and also the agents, they will parade with this whole thing, the message, they send a message to the world as if to say, it is one of the biggest for Baka's government. Yes, it is the biggest thing that they have done. I mean, it's the flagship project for the Baka's government. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. We should not even be celebrating these kind of things. This is the bare minimum that we should celebrate. Bare minimum that we should celebrate. Since the president got into power, let us be real, Liberians. Since the president got into power, there have been travels, a lot of travels the president have made. Foreign travel. The president have been riding in private jet. It was just the other time when we had some level of conversations, we talked about it, said that you said you were not to do this thing, just we are doing it, you had issue with it. That was the time in which the president stopped using the private jet. When the president travels, he go there with his delegates, they spend a lot of money, sleep in the best of hotels. And this is the project that Liberians should be celebrating. 2 years in power. 2 years in power. You have traveled. Look at your vehicle you're riding. I should say, the first president in history to ride such vehicle. And almost all of the foreign travel that the president has been doing, he has not really been bringing anything to our country. Nothing. He has been returning with. Nothing. But now, Liberians, our own resources will be used to get the yellow machines. But yet and still, the Unity Party people, they want to make it to look, they want for Liberians to be happy. Passing around with pictures. You people know how to do the whole propaganda. You know how to run it. You know that one that had error, but you already know how to do it. You people really do know how to do it. You know how to do it. There have been a lot of mismanagement. A lot of mismanagement on the issue. So this is not something for Liberians to be jumping around with and be celebrating. Yes, we do welcome development, but after all of the foreign travels that the president has done, after all of the expensive things that he has been involved with, This should be the bare minimum that Liberians should celebrate. 2 years in power, a yellow machine is something you flag out. Liberians, wake up. It is our own resources that have been channeled through this yellow machine. Not Baka money. That the Liberian people money. Where they said that it was a good friend and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it is the Liberian people money. Mismanagement. There have been a lot of errors in this. So there should not be like a project that we should flag. There should not be. We welcome development, we do, but this is the bare minimum for a government that has spent 2 years and we're not seeing anything tangible. This is the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Look at how old we are. We should still be celebrating a yellow machine. Is this what we should be celebrating? Is this what we should be celebrating? And one of the part that really do get to me is that at times you see some educated people, they want to fall for this kind of thing or make people to understand, want to change the narrative. This is not fair. It's not fair. It's not how you play the politics. Because it's the Liberian people money that is being used. There's not something that you say that, oh, what of your travels, your foreign travels you have been doing is, is yielding result and they bring. No, we're using taxpayer money. Taxpayer money. Taxpayer money. Look at the life of people in this country. Look at it. Look at the lives. But at the end of the day, we're parading. So you say, oh, 130 plus yellow machines are in the country and blah, 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 blah. I heard that there were people sent out of the country to go and study to know how to operate the machines and all of that. Liberian people, it is your resources that is being used. Not Baka money from his pocket. Baka even get money from his pocket, to use it. Because it is you people, it is our money that is feeding even the Baka himself. 2 years in power. After 2 years in power, you want to celebrate a yellow machine? So show us some of the things that you have done. Show us things that you have done within this 2 year or projects. Let us be able to see it. Let it be visible. Not yellow machine you will be holding. I see people passing around the picture. As much as we do welcome development, my people, we should pass this stage. This is not the stage that we should be on. We should not be celebrating this. After all of the misappropriation on the same yellow machine, after all of the news that we got from this yellow machine, then we still want to celebrate it. You want to pass around with pictures about it. You want to be hailing the United Party government about it. At times, some of you Liberians, you make people sick to the stomach. You make them so sick. Because these are things you do in politics and you be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Knowing fully well, and you yourself sitting there, you knowing fully well that I should not even be doing this. But you're doing it because, yes, you want to feel a part. Because you want something from the party. You want some kind of job or some kind of position. So you're supposed to do it. Knowing fully well, you should not. You know how many procurements this thing has had over the period of time? Taking the VP from here, going there to renegotiate with another company and all of that. Do you know? Then how is it now that we're at this place that we Liberians should be celebrating? How is it? Initially, the yellow machine valued over it was over 80 million. 80 million pound. By the end of the day, we're hearing that it is 26 million. So what transpired? You people even know. The contract itself, it remains secret, as you say. There have been a lot of unanswered questions about this thing. The acquisition process, we don't know it. There should be questions. There should be specifications. People should be able to tell us what's the durability, how long this thing is going to last. My people, you know you're celebrating. We can be so, our thinking mentality cannot be so low like that. What's the lifespan of this of these machines? You just want to bring machine in country after 5 years, 6 years, then it break down. You're going to be looking for parts around. This machine will sit here, God forbid, we do not pray for that, but it will sit here and grass will grow on them. Let us be real, grass will grow on them. Grass will grow on them. The value of the money, nobody know about that. These are trucks or these are machines. You don't even know. You got seeing truck men there too. It said that these people that just painted these things, or there are questions that should be asked. There are questions that should be asked. What about the committee that was established by the president? Are they the ones still on this thing? They're operating on pro bono. What's the cost of the services? In this particular matter, the president said that this committee will head it. This committee will be headed by the vice president. You have to go to China and be able to secure the yellow machine. They still doing it on pro bono, or they've been doing it on pro bono. How much is being paid to them? They're using the Liberian people money and they want to make it look like they're doing good for Liberian people. Liberians, open your eyes. I will say, locally, shine your eyes. Shine it. Because it might appear that, oh, we're doing this, you know, it's good. But mind you, a lot of foul play can be taking place beyond there. A lot. Ben, yes, let's hear you on this matter. I'm sorry. Let's hear you on this matter quickly, and then we will be able to have our say on it, properly go around it for the second time before Liberians be able to participate. Let's hear you now.
Thank you, Samira. So quickly, while the show was in progress, I had to come downstairs because they're doing some maintenance work, and I don't want the feedback to disturb our show. So I had to come downstairs.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Basically, I listened to your analysis on the yellow machine issues.
Mm,
This yellow machine issue is a clandestine deal. It's a deal that lacks transparency and accountability. It's
mhm,
a deal that focuses on political showmanship, showboating, and grandstanding.
mhm,
First of all, the the very process that brought about those yellow machines are illegal process. At no point in time we ever saw any town hall meeting being held across the country
mhm,
where citizens from the 73 electoral districts were engaged so that they would talk about the issues affecting them at yellow machines at no point in time. All of the roads that have been built in the country, whether it is from Red Lake to Ganta, whether it is from the Maryland Bell going to River G or whatever corridor, the Rabo International Airport Road, we didn't have to bring yellow machines to dress people in yellow shirts to parade the corridor. Manaseli Bill Road, President George Weah Bill Road. In fact, President Weah brought yellow machines in the country.
oh,
He brought yellow
yes.
machines, over 40 pieces of yellow machines. How many counties do we have? We have 15 counties. So let's say Joe, we give 2 yellow machines to each county. That would be
Why you
30.
bring
And
the
still,
culture
we're
85?
still going to have some machines left over. You look at the maintenance cost of those machines and all of that. Let's go to the ambulances, George Weah. His Excellency donated ambulances to the 15 counties. It didn't make that big news in the country all over the place. Nobody, cities as a political institution didn't chest beat on it. Traditional chiefs are giving pickups across our country since the founding of Liberia. Our traditional people were not honored to that extent. President, we had the order that. And he didn't go chest beat or grandstanding or see that or to say it's a major achievement. The AFL, the Armed Forces of Liberia, President, we had travel. He brought back armor vehicles for them, bulletproof vehicles for the AFL. Nobody make news out of it. That's how a responsible governing process should look like. Let's go to Joseph Boaka. The last time Amaka ability, they shamefully, disgracefully embarrassed the entire country with yellow machines. At the end of the day, they told lies. They sold cheap lies to the Liberian people. How can you take machines, you park the machines at the EBK barracks, and then you come and tell the people the government ain't finalized. The government ain't finalized machines before you took it to the barrack. You park
Thank
it at
you.
the AFL barrack. You park there after noise from the public. You come out and tell us, say, oh, you carrying the machines
Yeah.
back. Oh, but when you are bringing a few machines on the day before yesterday to Freeport, you have all the camera on, but today you cannot put the camera on the machines, get it on the ship to go by the ones you send it back. Let me tell you
Yes.
something. First of all, to acquire those machines, the legislature should be involved in the process. There should be budgetary appropriations made, and there should be a competitive bidding process, like we've always said, opened by the PPCC. Different companies, different institutions go and bid for the process. After bidding, you award a contract to a Liberian firm. That firm go and do the purchase of the yellow machine. But you tell Jeremiah go and saying somewhere, man, I businessman already. Let me tell you something,
Mm.
Jeremiah. Yesterday, there's a guy called I know, Edwin or so forth from Coon office. I think he's Coon special assistant or so forth.
The
The
Jeremiah
guy is
office.
yeah, the guy is selling solar lights. I screenshot the post. I'm gonna share the post here. He's sharing street lights. Inbox me if you want solar light for your community for small money. Imagine that. So these are the people that are running our country. So let me tell you this: the yellow
Mhm.
machine thing is not sincere. It's not honest process. Go see Lofa County. The rest machines that were given to Bwaka for the people operation after he ate all of the money. That's a part of FOIA. We tore that place together with Maserati presumptive Senator Jefferson Kochi. Went to that county, we tore Lofa, and the machines are still there. They're in grass, Samira. Grass have
Yes,
taken over those
exactly.
machines.
I know about it. The last time
Yeah.
we got pictures of it, I know about it. And these are new machines, mind you.
Yeah. So you're gonna hear story like some of the trucks, somebody not cross the border of some of the trucks. You're gonna hear story
Mhm.
they are going to be selling the parts of those machines. And trust me, like one of our brother called on the radio, he said, those of them that having a yellow machine basically they been running it. I want to say this, don't worry. Yo, you guys will not be put out of business. Those machines will not last. They kind of irresponsible government that didn't want to manage those machines. They're going to manage those machines. And let me tell you this: the party understand that they have failed in governance, they have failed to solve the bread and butter issues in the country, and nothing is working at all levels. So what they think the last time they went and brought some old Tantan buses and started for NTA operations. Now they've gone and they've brought in yellow machines. It's just to filibuster, grandstand, and show both that they're doing something. That's all. But that yellow machine thing is not going to relieve anything. Trust me, nothing different going to happen. So you want 10% like bro, fun. And then if I put a bring yellow machine in the country, and then if I put a bring yellow
Mhm.
machine in the country, Joe, we have brought yellow machine in the country
That's how low they're going with this thing.
on a more
Sending
serious
out
note.
money, sending out money to people so that people can post about it. The publicity thing to publicize the whole yellow machine thing. That is what they're doing.
But Samara,
That
let
is
me
what
say
they're
a few things here. The Oma at the Gobacho market, the 14 Gobacho market, who's struggling. People not even buying from her. She worried how to pay her kids' school fees. She's also bothered about paying her house rent. She also bothered about putting food on the table. How can you impress her with few pieces of yellow machines plying the streets? In fact, it annoys her. In fact, when that woman is leaving the market, she's trying to get on the bus to go home, and she see you get some yellow machines lined up only to take pictures, she get angry. Let's ask ourselves, how many young people will get job? How many young people? They're not going to provide job for people. Those machines are going to be packed. They're going to take fuel for political reasons. I've seen they printed Raji, they printed Grand Crew or some. All of those things are done for political posturing. It's
doing.
not sincere. It's not honesty. It's
That is
not
what they're
honesty. It's
doing.
not. It's not sincere. So again, one of the things the Liberian Post should know, before one of those machines move, there has to be budgetary allotment appropriations. Money have to be put in the budget for that. The country is governed by laws. So don't be fooled, don't be carried away by few pieces of yellow machines. United Party, they've lost it already. Look what Emoka explained in a country where, in fact, people who are physically fit, they are not given jobs. They barely survive. The country is so tight. It's so difficult. It's so hard.
Mhm.
Then the disabled community, look how they're treating our vulnerable people. Look how they're treating our vulnerable people. And you think these people are serious people? You come and take few pieces of yellow machine. First of all, Liberian people know how fake you are. You brought buses. The buses broke down till date. The students are the one pushing the buses. Now the whole NTA story is just that done. Nobody talking about it because it's fake. And this yellow machine thing, trust me, Samara, this thing will not even go to March 15. They
Mm.
trust me, the yellow machine story will not go to March 15. It will be a total fiasco. And look what's happening. You take Brendan Samuka, you make Brendan Samuka chairman for yellow machine thing. Brendan Samuka want to call him man Saint Jerome. Saint Jerome, one of the deputies at the Ministry of Defense under Brandon Samuka. The people that eat
Mm.
the air money. Saint Jerome now is one of the men I see him dress up in the construction gear. That they the one now go and sit on what a yellow machine. You see, Samuka
Mm-hmm.
all his tea also. The people know that they're not running a serious government. They understand, they feel the Liberian people. So everything that they're doing is just the byproduct of the failure that is showing out there. Bring the yellow
Sure.
machine. Don't be surprised if my go taste my some like old helicopter and packet what they say they get flight now for Liberia. That desperate people are. Don't be surprised. Imagine we want
Seriously.
2 months, it's gonna old airplane can't down over there. That
Mm-hmm.
an old airplane that is not built up to modern standards and technology. They will do it. They come and do it. That's how desperate people are, Samira boy. For some of us, we will continue to enlighten our people. And Samira, one few things I will tell you. How many Liberians
Mm.
really see sincerely celebrating yellow machine? The people are cognizant of the fact. They know that yellow machine can change their life. But you know how many times when kids they started putting yellow machine over and I continue changing their life. Joseph Boga is
Mm-hmm.
corrupt. The Unity Party is clueless. They're evil. They're corrupt people. They are noted for stealing. When you look at Liberia history, they all at some point in time committed to their failure to fight corruption. Bwaka admitted that they squander opportunity. So the folks in the United Party, they've already failed. And the danger and the most difficult thing for them is they do not have a by-election or a senatorial midterm election to test their strength. They don't have that. It is one shot, one goal. The opposition headed by the Congress for Democratic Change, concomitant to the Coalition for Democratic Change, going to do a one shot, one goal issue. You see, Dillon, he's flinching already. Going to whip Dillon in Monserrato County and he led Koji as senator. At the level of the presidency, we're going to whip Waka and Kun. No, Kun is the least in the sort. He's already out. He's been defaced already. Nobody
Mm.
respects the guy. The guy's a desperate guy. Even in his counter, Nimba and Samuel Koga don't regard him because Kun is just a greedy, power drunk little boy all running over the place. Why would you? Why?
Mm.
Joel Howard Taylor will not go to China to go discuss the procurement of yellow machines. President Weah will ask his special assistant, Nathaniel Falo McGill, at the time said McGill, go and do these things. President Weah will not ask his vice president, who is second in command in the country, to go and do that. We did not see Charles that are doing that to Moses Zebla.
And at
We
the end
did
of
not
the
see
day,
those things happening.
Ben, at the end of the day, there are questions that are still unanswered. We
Yes.
know what happened on there. How they got a machine? What's the process? The durability? How long this thing is going to last? The whole thing. The man talk. The VP. He went there with the PPCC boss. These things you're supposed to do these things. The letter is supposed to come to PCC boss desk. The particular paper that the man be able to review it from the very beginning. That did not happen. It did
Samara
not
can
happen.
guarantee you there are two things that will happen in Liberia, two things that will happen in 2029. One, we're coming to fight. Let me tell you this. We're coming to fight not just to win elections. The winner of the elections will give President we are the executive master, and he will sit at the master to do the job. We will remain active watchdogs to ensure that that LSC, that you talk about the PPC, was it the LSC or the PPCC boss?
It's the PPCC boss who went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That PPCC boss who don't understand, it saddens my
He's
heart to
he's not
see.
to be in that process. He's not to go. He
No.
was not to go there. That's not his function. He's
Oh,
supposed to
what the
sit
PPCC
back in
boss
his
going to
office.
the vice president bed for the PPCC boss will be throwing the vice president bed up and
Thank
down?
you.
Your job as
Thank
the
you.
PPCC, ahead of PPCC, is to sit down.
Sit down and
Open
let this thing come to
yeah,
you.
a competitive bidding process. Okay, Samira, you said you want to handle the purchasing of the machine on behalf of the government of Liberia. What is your capacity? Let's see your basic registration. Let's see your operator license, your TIN. Let's see your standing. Let's see your capacity. Whether you're able to do this. Samira can you do the billing process, open for Samira, open it up for Ben, open it up for Grace, and we go through a competitive billing process. If the billing processes Samira company meet the eligibility standards or requirement, She's eligible. You award her the contract. That is the role of the PPCC. When those machines enter the country, the General Services Agency, the GSC,
Mhm.
they are responsible to manage government machinery. Give it to the GAC. Now, now the GSA rather, the General Services Agency. Now the
Mhm.
Ministry of Public Works, earth moving equipment. We all understand that the Ministry of Public Works is responsible for that. Machines that will be given to specific counties will be done in cost and quantity with the Ministry of Public Works and that of the General Services Agency. Those measures will be instituted. Now, when you're forming a board, isn't the Public Works Minister, the GSA boss, those are people that should form the board. What the hell are we having a separate board of director for the yellow machines? You appoint Brandon Samoka as a head. You see, these are too many slaps and miss, too many disorganized activity, too many violation of the rule of law, no respect for standing orders and statutes in the country. And there's nobody talking about that. Brandon
Mhm.
Samuka should not be board chair for yellow machines. Do we have any agency of yellow machine in Liberia? Do we have any sector called sector of yellow machine in Liberia? Isn't the work of the GSA to supervise, control, and be in
Mhm.
charge of government machinery? When last did we
Mhm.
have a board chair for the truck ninja we have brought in Liberia? When last did we have a board chair for the ones Manaseli brought? They want Taylor, they want Tobot brought. Why is it hard to be one of those old men who claim to have all of their experience that's messing up the damn country in every sector? Nobody should actually be here for any board for yellow machines. The process should be open. PPCC competitive bidding process. Liberia
It is
companies go and bid for
PPCC
it.
accountability.
Yes,
Exactly.
the legislature appropriate funding for it, their budgetary allotment, their public discussions. Okay, so money has been allocated in the national envelope for the purchase of yellow machines. The public work minister go out there and speak that the government will mail the legislature. There have been a need assessment done across the country, and we've seen that these are the issues affecting road connectivities. So we need this number of yellow machines. You hear the people in the different towns and villages talking. These are some of the things Eddie would have said. You bring
But
those conversations on the table, get the media involved. Yeah, but I
then
mean,
this whole thing from the initial stage of this whole process, you will know that it wasn't fair. These yellow machines, Mama Kability was heading them. The president said he got good friends. You know, they were gifts from his good friends. Nobody knew that Liberians could have paid money for these yellow machines. Nobody knew that. You know it. Everybody thought that this person was free. But at the end of the day, the legislature got involved because they needed funds. Definitely. Definitely. They needed funds. So at the end of the day, they got involved. And now this is where we are. They want a Mamaka Pelete, bro. What if I read it with the president picture on it? They said they're sending it back. I asked a lot of questions. How is it that you're sending these things back? I mean, who allotted the transport for it? The money that will be used to transport it back. Where is it? So we just get money to just be wasted. While the Liberian people continue to suffer, we get that kind of money to waste. While Liberians are suffering, we just get money sitting at one place to be transporting machines back and forth. Is that what you're telling us? The president has been traveling. A lot of foreign travels. Yellow machine is something that Liberians should be hailing.
it will
All of
disgrace them,
that
Samara. The yellow machine thing will disgrace
it
them.
shows their limitation. It
Disgrace
shows
them.
how limited they are. After 2 years in power, this is the flag project that we are discussing. This yellow machine, something that wasn't even done the right way. Something that wasn't done the right way. I mean, something that still has a lot of constitutional questions. Something that the public continue to scrutinize. Something that the procurement process, it was not even, the way it should be. This is something that United Party folks want to hear when
The
you speak
PPCC boss
about
will
it.
be called into answer question 2030.
Who told you? Part times you shouldn't mind the development and then you allow the country to go into mess. Because the money that will be used, I continue to say this thing is not coming from Mr. Boaka pocket. I mean, it's not coming from his pocket. It is the Liberian people money. So they cannot continue using it. They will not answer questions. They're not doing things the rightful way. The committee that are being set up by the president, that pro bono thing they're doing, or they're paying them too. Who can all any kind of money to be wasting? Why did I bring people crying for hunger? Who have it to be wasting? Or you should just use it any kind of way. You kind of like bro, they find out you get yellow machine. You people saw it as a means to help Liberians. Agreed. From the initial stage, I mean, when you people talked about this yellow machine thing, you said 285 yellow machines. I questioned it. Is the 85 yellow machine really necessary? We got 15 counties. How many you deploy in one of the county? How many? Is it really necessary? Or you bring these things? Because mind you, we do not even know how long this thing will last. We do not know the lifespan of this thing, of the yellow machines that are here. We do not know.
Samira, they're going back 10 pieces of the machine right to that 4-year machine for Baka.
They might even
10 pieces of the machine will be packing there.
they might even start selling it to some Liberians. Because
Of
if they're
course.
not able to maintain it, that's where the problem comes in. Because realistically speaking, Ben, 285 is too much for 15 counties. How many going to deploy there now? How many? If the yellow machine comes, the work should start. We should be able to see the work. That is what I'm saying. We should be able to see it. Because these are things that you don't want to do. These are things that you don't want to be. We have it for development, but still we have to ask the hard questions. Liberian, be able to open your eyes and ask the hard questions. As much as we want this thing,
Samara,
let us
something ran to my mind. Something ran to my mind. First of all, let's look at the road construction projects that go on. The Ministry of Public Works, they always awarding contract to engineering firms to build the roads. Those firms, before you award a contract to a firm, the firm is already equipped and is prepared to do the work. So those yellow machines, now, will the government be turning all those yellow machines to the firm and say, okay, come to our way, we'll give you the machines to do the work? Or the firm you're hiring, those firms have their own equipment. So how is it going to be like? Who are going to be doing the work? How the contract? So the Ministry of Public Works, are the public workers in that ministry will go and get the machine riding it, doing the quota, grading the road, doing the ladder raise and all of that? Like they don't want to be doing it. First of all, have a Ministry of Public Works where the minister, you know how to lay one block on the ground. He's not an engineer. You get hammer and nail. One nail so you can punch it in the zinc. And man will get ordered. Then I'll say you're bringing 285 yellow machine. Actually, what I can say on the show this morning is it's troubling for the country, Samara. It's troubling. Trust me, nothing's going to change. We're going to be in 2027 very soon. All we can say to the Liberian people is remain resilient. We are coming to fight. We are coming to the country to fight democratically. We are coming to fight to remove those gangsters from the leadership of our country. We're coming to make sure that those rogues, those criminals, those narcissists will be handcuffed and they will individually and categorically account for the mediocrity and the dangerous things that they're doing across the country that are affecting the lives of our people. We are coming to fight them. We're coming to fight them with blood and flesh in the confines of the law. We'll fight them. We'll fight them with everything in our means. And let me say this to you, Jeremiah Kuhn. You are a little boy. You are a big Peking when it comes to the political landscape. You understand nothing. Stop pumping your chest, stop filibustering, start opening your arms. Let me say this to you. The last time around this year, we're giving a caveat to Bwaka, but I think that caveat go to you. You are a little boy. You became vice president as a result of betraying the institution. You could not win a simple senatorial seat in Nimba. Ida Gonglo will whip you on the ballot. It had to be George Weah, good heart, to say we cannot disgrace Prince Johnson. We're talking, yeah. We cannot disgrace Prince Johnson. So let's work it out for Kun because of Prince Johnson. Because of Prince, you are a beneficiary of the you are the byproduct of the relationship CDC had with Prince Johnson. That's how you got there. And in doing the election, Kun will know you. You were part of some activities, some electioneering preparation for CDC. You were involved. CDC had you in the center stage of her coming back to power. You, Jeremiah, were one of those people in handling logistics. What did you do at the end of the day? You were bought. You were bought and you became a product of Prince Johnson party company with the CDC. You went in NIMBA, you manipulated the elections, you play with the numbers. We saw what happened in broad daylight before our very eyes. There were ballot boxes that we agitated must be open for recount. The number of people who voted in some of those centers were more than the vote that were cast. We documented them. I want to say this to you. You are very materialistic. You went and brought those yellow machines. Everything you want your hand to be in it. Your special assistant, Edwin, he's there selling solar lights. But I want to tell you this, this is your last bus stop. And this is a warning to all of you. You have stole a lot from the Liberian people. You brought in Booker's yellow machine. We understand that the so-called 200 plus yellow machine, under 285 yellow machine, about each one of you, Jeremiah Kun, you getting more than 20 pieces of that machine. Baka getting in a cut. Brennan Samuka then will get a cut from there. At the end of the day, we'll not get any accountability.
Over the machine for
Mama
nothing.
all of them going to get a cut from that machine. But one thing we can guarantee all of you is that you have nothing more than 2 years to govern the country. You have only 2 years, in fact, to collect salaries. Next year, there will be political meetings and engagement across the country to decide the fate of transition. You got to respect yourselves over there. We relinquish power with less than 1%, 17,000 votes. And I want to speak to the conscience of Liberian people. I know most of you are hurt, but you be assured, be guaranteed that the Unity Party nightmare has only up to 2029 to be in existence. We are going to extinguish that fire of corruption. We're going to ensure that Joseph Boaka and Jeremiah Kun, the criminals, those rogue elements, we're going to make sure that they are decisively removed from the leadership of our country. And we're going to replace them with a unified, consolidated, and well-organized opposition headed by His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. And that will start from the nation's capital, Monrovia. We are launching a revolution. Okay. We are launching a revolution, Samira. The revolution is called Team Koti to restore sanity in Monserrato. We'll launch that revolution. And
after that
revolution, I'm serious, Samira. That revolution will give birth to a new phase in Monserrato. And
then you people will bring your own yellow machine too?
No, Samira, we're not bringing yellow machine. Koji will be the senator. You know what Koji said? Koji have always said results will cancel insult. And that has been happening. You see, the results of the CDC government in 6 years' time have been able to cancel the insult of the Unity Party. Liberians have been able to be demythologized by the exemplary workings of the CDC for 6 years. And that is the reason why they are gravitating. I can say this to you, Samira. Under the leadership of Senator Koji in Monserrato and President Weah presiding at the executive mansion, those boys in the Unity Party will be brought to light. They will be engaged. They will be judged. They will be persecuted on the basis of the offenses they committed across the country. The yellow machine is a mirage. Liberians, go about your normal business. Nothing will be done. They only brought machines to enrich themselves. They will sell the machine. They will sell the pass. They will cross those trucks over to Guinea. And before you make up your mind, ask them 2029, you will not see 285 yellow machines. These people in power, Jeremiah Kun, Joseph Yuma Boaka, there are 285 yellow machine deal. It's a criminal deal. The people are rogues. They are criminals. They are looters. They are cutting baby and they all over in Nima, other places in the country.
Okay, man, let us be able to go to the line. Okay, let us go to the lines quickly this morning. Those of you who have been listening, we've had a lot of conversation, a very long conversation on this issue. You want to participate? You want to have a say? You get something to say to this thing that we have said? You call us on 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 0773 978 564. 0773-978-564. The alternative Lone Star line for you to connect on this morning. Our alternative line for Lone Star subscribers, it is 0881, 0881-275-189. 0881-275-189. 0881-275-189. Good morning. Okay, let's get this up quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Samira. They don't come up with chairman. COP Willie, I join you from so many before.
Okay.
Samira, we are in trouble, like I said first when I call. The first thing I can say about this, that is cash cow of the door box are then open to sit for the covers of the Liberian people. To milk the Liberian people money, that particular yellow machine deal is a cash cow. Okay, Liberia has been involved for one to celebrating or literal role to celebrating after payment. That is why Manasalim took 12 years to build or 745 kilometers of road. And the former president, President George Yakim, saw that in fact he can afford the process. It was very fast. He built 510 kilometers of road. Yet he says yes. Meaning the conversation now should be after payment. So how can yellow machine take this conversation? You buy yellow machine to do what? To do
Okay.
roll? When Labra is ball pass roll,
Okay.
that is just a form of what being a mediocre.
Okay.
It tells me that in the ballroom of Joseph Yema Boakai, there is something there that is maneuvering and it's called Alzheimer's disease. Wait.
Okay. Thank you. This person, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, let's hear you.
This is Duro. I call from the 17th Roadville.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, that brother, spoke my mind, this morning studio. So what the essence of bringing yellow machine? When public works, giving contract to other, road company, to build roads. What the essence of bringing the machine? And then I see other Liberians, celebrating yellow machine. Why would people celebrate yellow machine? Is that a development? There are roads that government dodging to even pave. Major roads, they're dodging it. And then the paving shotgun and all in single, and Matali and other places. They dodge the major roads. That's not development. At least when the government purchase planes, I would take Liberians to China, and other countries to bring goods and would say, oh yeah, the government.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you for participating. Let's go to the Lone Star line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Victor Kewa, and I join you from Grand Cape Mount County.
Grand Cape Mount County. How was the county this morning?
Well, for my end, I will tell God thank you.
Let's hear you out quickly, my brother.
Thank you on the topic for the topic on the discussion this morning, my sister. I will just tell the United Parties that they don't got one ambition of this country. They don't even got one ambition of this country in terms of progress. The same thing Madam Sherry did during her 2 terms. That is the same thing Joe Baker and that Jeremiah they want to do. So as we look there, we are going to take them out 2029.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for participating. Let's go to the next line to speak to this person. Yeah, quickly, Evis. Morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Him and where do you join us from?
My name is Emmanuel White, from Bentoga.
Let's hear you.
Yes, Amira, this is not screen the Liberian people, and we are aware of this. The whole little machine, Saka is a Wakai, and the other folks. The Maga didn't know what they're first. Well, after they get out on the court, when they said, I say, oh, you stand by, and we all come to court to get out on the court. But I'm going to come to get out on the court. All of come to get out on the court to go. So this is how Liberian money going to be shared. This is how the government going to do us. They're doing 285 machine while the Liberians are struggling. We know they are saying they're going to improve agriculture sectors, but 2 years, there's no improvement in the agriculture sector, and we are seeing a lot of money laundering in our country. We the citizens that voted, then we can see the benefit of our money. There was no procurement process done. Good, and this government would not this. So we are all standing by to watch them. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Morning. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the.
My brother, you will need to move away from your monitor. We're getting feedback.
Okay. Okay, right?
Yes, it's okay now. Let's hear you.
Okay. 6 months. Samira, I've said Achi Moses was calling and calling you from my route. Resident.
Let's hear you, my brother.
You see, yesterday, And last night when I was just going over Facebook, I saw a whole lot of posts from well-meaning Liberians commending the yellow machine issue, and it brought sorrow to me. And it just tell me that Liberia, we are going nowhere. A government, 30 years old government, that had traveled more than 30 different times in 30 different countries, meeting with world leaders, meeting with president. A yellow machine will bring, then they be rejoicing, and then that own making, that Liberian people, that poor Liberian people, who they are placing in a terrible economic destitution. They are living, they're taking it to buy machine. What will benefit only them? People are rejoicing that the government ready to build road. Build road where? Where the road will build?
Okay.
See what happened so far. No equipment that was being given to Liberia. Honor the vice president. Watch as the vice president, sitting vice president. See the way they destroy the machine. That the machine that will be destroyed. But our brother from the other side, they will not understand. They feel that everything that positive. You got to put your own brain to work to analyze what the thing good for you as a nation. Where will they view up from? Those corporators that will be there, the need salary, where that salary will come from. When even our hospital, look at TV, since Amira, it's all salary for. No data at TV, no medicine at TV.
Okay. Yeah, the Phoebe in the place there in Bon County. There's a news from there. The people are they're supposed to do their protest there today. We'll have a conversation around it. They were putting people out of the hospital this one time, taking people for on beds. Yeah, I have the stuff there. Okay, thank you, my brother. This person. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Edmond car is back on the line.
Let's hear you quickly, Edmond.
Yeah, from the genesis of the whole yellow machine store that we are now entered into the third year before we can see few pieces coming into the country, we maintain our statement that bringing yellow machine, the 285 yellow machine in the country does not automatically give development to the country. Because in the first place, popular work done to alpha pavement, the great model road, mud-to-mud road, and do some passing of road. So say all of your road in the country, you have to give it to a construction company so that they can be able to do the road and sign popular work engineer to monitor how they are doing the road. We say it was not necessary to bring the amount of yellow machine in the country. The one that they brought and paraded in the country, when they said they were taking it back, we also said that we wanted our independent journalists to go and see those machines getting on the ship, leaving the territorial water of Liberia. We didn't see that happening.
Getting info that the machine still here.
Yeah, so what we know is that you got few pieces and added to the current one that they have a year. That is one they have brought to Paraguay, telling us that they have brought machine into this country. The country is not capacity. President, we are here. We put in for 42 pieces of yellow machine through the ferry APK at Cali Johnson there with 11 pickup. From the 7 of those machines came to the country before we leave the presidency, and we know the rest are right. It was not publicized that they want to use here today to bring people who down. How can bringing yellow machine in the country be an issue for the country? No. It's not a development. There are a lot of economic benefits, difficulty associated with it. If he had sent those machines to those countries at their capacity, we did be able to, the senators that are celebrating today, we did be able to take money from the basket of fuel, machine, 50 gallons of fuel per day. You have to pay, you have to maintain it. Those very machines that were brought
Thank you, Edmond. Thank you.
They were back right our office Johnson.
Thank you.
Thank
you. This person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm on a serious note. I've come to see it has my thought, my near both guys, and I call from my car website.
Okay.
I think the yellow machine will serve as a boost to our economy. When all our rap in this country, what am I saying this? Alright, let's look at the road from Roses Camelstein to one junction going Tabethan way. That road is very deployable. If that machine so it's given to Roses County, I think the authority or the leadership in Roses can use that machine to fix that road from Camustown going to Nimatande, and all the benefits that there today that can get that to Canada, to be able to Canada and be sure in the market. One is so in the market will force the economy one way or another. Now we have to go getting to pay benefit in again. One my city's road from Lekura is fixed to come to Keno. We will get plenty cassava who come from there. It will come in town. That now goes to the economy that people will be in the country. You know, for us in Labrador, we see everything on the contrary. What is not for you? The yellow machine, what I couldn't go in the country today, it will not leave you. It will leave you for everyone else to use. Even the next for making power. Why would you always be in this point, man? Why is not really finished with you? In Labrador, mentioning jumps. How can you drive on this thing? Life, we look at things on the positive side. Yellow machine coming in the country, so post on 85, he can have a share, he can have a share. You know what I mean for economy? Why not going to be like this now? That will stop them already.
Okay. Thank you.
This is my thing. I just push the economy. It will do well for us in the economy.
Okay, thank you.
President and vice president, entire leadership of this government.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for participating. Thank you for giving out your point. Shortly, we will announce the numbers again so that those of you who did not get it can have it to participate. Good morning.
Samira, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
James Labro, calling from the township of West Point.
Township of West Point. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say thank you so much for the show, Samira. And thank you to Ben, too, for your analysis. Yeah, it's so wonderful this morning. And just want to add my voice to you guys. Look, love is clear here. All our contract, like everybody is saying, is in, when it comes to the road contract, is in the hands of contractors. We agreed that you bring in yellow machine, but what do we stand to benefit from the yellow machine? Is it coming to break our people places down like they go on currently as we speak? But those yellow machines, yeah, they're not going to build new road for us. No. But I believe it is coming because of their evil motive that they have to break people places down. And look, let me say to the Liberian people, don't be happy because yellow machine can't. That happiness, you'll be happy. That yellow machine will come to your house one day. So don't fool yourself and say you're happy right here. That is happy, you are happy for Poker to come to power. Today, you are feeding it, and some of you guys' horses have been broken down again. Some of you all don't even eat. You will go to bed hungry. You are celebrating again for the yellow machine. The yellow machine will come to your house tomorrow. And it will not benefit all at all. In fact, the money is for Jeremiah Kun, Vanessa Moka, Joseph Waka, Mamaka Berete. The money is for them. The yellow machine, what I'm saying, when I say this money, I'm speaking about the money that will be spending on the yellow machines. They'll be spending on them. They'll be taking their court, like Ben said, they'll be taking their court. And they will be met, and nothing will come from in that machine. You will see for another next year, you're not here about yellow machine. You'll be asking questions, where are those yellow machines that came to the country? You will not find them. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for participating. Let's be able to read out the numbers, and when we get back, we will go into our next issue. We're going to talk about the economy. We're going to talk about the poverty rate in our country. Then you saw videos on the internet. I'm saying you saw videos because you're not in the country, though. You saw videos. You saw a lot of things, right? About poverty. The people are suffering in this country. And also you saw the report. You saw there was a report that was sent out. We will look at all of these things. So in general, in our last segment on the show, that is from 9 to 10 o'clock, we're going to look at the country. How is it with the people? We're going to look at the poverty rate. We'll look at governance. We're going to look at the past government, the WIA regime, right? And the Bwakas regime. You know, somebody say, whenever you say regime, like if you like, it's too, I say, yeah, that's how I like to call it. Right? We're going to look at the suffering, you know, the level. Let us be in Liberians to acquire and tell us. What are things really okay? Let's look at the two regimes. Let's look at Wiatan and Bwakatan. Let us be able to give our own analysis. That will be from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We're going to look at it. And tomorrow on the show, we will talk about the issue from Bon County, their Phoebe. The people are to do their protest today due to the facility, how it looks. You know, we're going to include all of these things. Can you imagine, Ben, the last time the people were putting patients outside? They're telling people to go home. People who are sick, they're putting them outside. Telling them that they were not even accepting people because of the facility, the way it looks. How
That's
how how
troubling.
how how bad that is. Putting
It's
people
very
outside from
troubling.
the hospital. They don't want anybody on bed because the place is dilapidated. So that is something we're going to talk about. That will be from 9 to 10 o'clock. I don't want to watch the ball, but let us announce the numbers again. Those of you wanting to participate who did not get the numbers, you phone us on 0773 419 502, 0773 419 502, 0773 978 564, 0773 978 564. The alternative Lone Star line for the Lone Star subscribers, it is 0881 275 189. Good morning.
Good morning, Samaria. My name is Charles Morris, and I call from 9th Street, Chisman Avenue.
Okay, let's hear you.
Samaria, the thing about the so-called yellow machine thing, it's not the first time for the machine to come into this country. And United Party has never been successful in bringing yellow machine in the country and even doing anything cool with it. We saw it during Ellen Johnson's time. 2011, Ellen Johnson brought yellow machines in the country. The machine was very plenty. I saw it. I personally saw the machines then. Everything was in green color. They brought the machine. They said they were going to go increase agriculture, do all manner of things. They thought all kind of fun thing. At the end of the day, what happened? The machines then never produced one single planting in Liberia yet. Liberian people were still hungry. Now that Joseph Walker has come again, the people jumping all around, they celebrating yellow machine. And I can tell you for sure, the government don't able to procure 285 yellow machine. It is a lie. I can tell you for sure, if the yellow machine come into the country, Samaria, if you check the yellow machine, it is 285. I will never call on Voice of Liberia. I will never ever call on Voice of Liberia. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you. So 137 machines came in the country, and we're expecting 148. 137 came. We're expecting 148. We do not know as to when the 148 will come, whether they will wait for the 148 before they start to operate the 137, whatever ways we know yet. All we know that machine here we should celebrate. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. You're live. Let's hear you quickly.
Last day, Johnson, my name is 17.
Okay.
Motokona.
Mm-hmm.
We are hearing about people saying yellow machine.
The yellow machine, yeah, Mama.
Yes. On Spoon. Last night I was listening to Spoon. They were so preaching on the yellow machine.
You wanna make your point?
Yes, I want to make my point because the yellow machine is not a problem of entering the library. It's not the yellow machine. It's not the yellow machine we're going to work for our citizens or our parents. Yellow machine is a normal thing. There's nothing different about yellow machine. So, because all my lecturers who told the people they never listen to me. People that being president for the country were going to be tough. And now it is tough. Things are not easy. People who are broken down. Students are crying. Then they are discussing yellow machine. They forgot from me, so we're going to enjoy with it. That's what more than we are. But today we sit and prefer we are them Baga. Baga is just oh man, no experience, nothing for a 2 years thing for me. Nothing we are not successful is in a 2 years. 2 years already they are discussing yellow machine. The yellow machine, I want to put for our to the yellow machine. I will bring to the our family alone. Yellow machine.
Okay. Thank you. Let's hear this person out. Good morning.
Thank you. Samira, good morning to you.
This is Hussein.
Thank you so kindly for the recognition. This is Hussein Keo. I call from Jacobstan, Samira.
Okay.
So, first of all, let me appreciate you for such a unique conversation allowing the different views. But Samira, it behooves my inclination to listen to Liberians sounding the way they sound this morning. So now let me give you a scenario analysis. 2029, it's possible that Joseph Yimon Braga will no longer be a president of Liberia. As people anticipating that we have come back, he will be the president. That's just a common analysis. Now, the different counties, the 15 counties will receive 19 pieces of those machines. Samira, you there in studio, I here, it's been quite a long years plus having gone to Kitmount in my mother home, my father home, because of the bar road connections. Everyone, the 19 pieces of machines have been given to Kitmount. Those different corridors from farm to market, those different towns and villages will be open, and we will go back to see our parents, we'll go back to see our grandparents. Some will not necessarily benefit you today, but your children, your kids, will be benefiting from such a wonderful development. How are we taking this? People saying it's not bread and butter. I was just on the road.
I want to ask our brother.
A banana, plantains, edibles coming from the different countries because the road are connected.
Go ahead, Ben.
Our mother.
Hussein, Ben want to come in with a question. Go
Hussein,
ahead.
I want to ask you two questions relatively because, good morning, my brother. The analysis is not about if machines are helpful. Machines can be helpful on the basis of how it is used. We're questioning the legal aspect, the PCC, the legal aspect, the legislative appropriations, the first one that came as a disgrace to the government, all of that. So I want to say this to you, brother. We have 73 electoral districts. The 73 electoral districts, we're talking about 285 machines with all of the prevailing situation in the country. If you do, even if you say you are doing 73 times 2, 73 times 2 will be 146. 146 out of 285 yellow machines. So 285. When you minus 146, you'll be left with 139. So where is the extra 139 going? Who's going to be paying for the maintenance costs? That is, you send a machine plenty, you are giving each district. We're saying county now. When we say county, you say, okay, no, we say district, each district 2 machines. So where are the additional machines going? Now, my dear brother, the latter rates are always been carried out by Ministry of Public Works and some philanthropists. Now, to do the quota or the asphalt pavement, the Ministry of Public Works award those contracts to engineering firms that already have the equipment to do the job. So why do we need an excess of 285 yellow machines purchased outside of the legal process that is done by the vice president will bring a whistle in the country? That is the point. So we want to get your perspective on that side of legality, necessity, and the economic implication on the country.
I hope I'm getting well. Thank you, Ben, for the questions, and I hope I'll have the time to respond. Ben, I guess the way you sound like you have some expertise in statistics and mathematics. In fact, the president started a committee head about former Defense Minister Brandon Samuka. This committee has set up a different task force. You know very well that the government has started to construct different stations in the different counties to focus, some of those machines.
The committee working on pro bono?
No, Samira. Let me just go we in a learning curve. We're not combative today, and I love the question he asked. So the committee has set up a team in the different counties that are setting all the stations that those machines will be stationed. I call a band. It is headed by the county. The county has districts, right? They have every county has 2 senators and other representatives per the county population. Take for example, my own Kitman, right? We have 2 senators and 3 representatives.
Okay, you wanna do it quickly to wrap up. We have other people on the line, please. We have people on the line.
Right? So you can write the county administration to the superintendent, right? Go to the legislative caucus. They will write a committee, right, headed by Brandon Samuka, and they will see if necessary if there is a town village in Kitman, right, in the district that need a role. They will take the machines there. In fact, the entire machine is electronic. Oh, but it will take Kitman machine and Gary Baboru. It will be blocked. It's electronic, dear brother. In fact, it will create
Thank you. Morning. We have other people on the line. Morning. Let's go ahead quickly.
This is Justin from Riverside County, Sesto.
Okay, Riverside County, Sesto City. How was Sesto this morning? That your tight city you get on it. I entered Sesto City. I said, what is city? No, listen. I said, what is city? The people say, but at the city you eat. I said, I was small. I see the water. I said, but let's hear you quickly.
For me, I'm not a unity partisan. But yellow machine play coming in a country. What the people say the yellow machine play to be? People wearing yellow t-shirts to go to play what? Yellow machine? That broken like that? What is yellow machine can we check or thank you because it will open more road. But then when I put me, I said nobody know yellow machine before. Look at listen to school time and so having a wear yellow t-shirt out there, celebrating yellow machine or something powerless. Why does he hear me that will say nobody know any pro yellow machine here? Church, we have pro yellow machine. All pro yellow machine, nobody want to attack him for you. So the yellow machine is talking about. We are not engineer for air. We are taking care of air. And the committee that the president, who the committee reporting to? How the yellow machine paying for? We need to know. Thank you, Mr. Samira.
Thank you, this person. Good morning.
Samira, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
This is V. Mobile Zakama. I'm calling from Singapore this morning. Samira, thank you very much for the beautiful topic. You know, Samira, sometimes when I sit and listen to the folks from the Unity Party, sometimes I just...
You want to make your point? Zakama, you want to make your point?
Yes, Samira, coming. You know, these guys criticize...
Zakama, you don't want to speak to the people. Make your point. Lead the people.
Yes, Samira. These guys criticize $100 million project, the RIA road project. But today... these guys want us to celebrate $23 million above $100 million. $23 million yellow machine. We should celebrate $23 million above $100 million. You see how deceptive evil these guys are? These guys, two other persons, we are nothing in this country. But we should celebrate $23 million. Guess what? The Emery Hospital, the 14 miles, the highway, and many other projects. But it's still up to current. They tell you that we have made this country up. But today, it behooves people now. When we say yellow machine does not work any celebration because Liberia is 178 years of age. At this time of government celebrating 37 pieces of yellow machine, this does not want celebration because why? We pay money. This is taxpayer money and it's the responsibility of the government to do these things. Again, Samira, when you pay your child school fee, then you pass it around in the community, oh yeah, I pay my child school fee. Then you start bragging about it. It's a shame on you because that is your responsibility. That is why taxpayer pay money to you. This yellow machine are coming. We pray that it will be used for the internet purpose because it should not be the other one. Where you take the machine again, they get a private company, individual, people collecting money for themselves. It should be used to work on our federal roads. They should also bring road caution machines so that at least these federal roads that we have here can be worked on properly. But I tell you again, bringing in yellow machine does not work any celebration. It is the responsibility of the government to bring this thing for the smooth working on our roads and not celebration. But United Party does not have to show so. These are not money for the school yellow machine come. Samira, he got a couple national holiday. Yeah, mama work. They will couple national holiday. They will follow all these things on the road from Freeport to red light.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for participating. Let's be able to talk to a few more persons here. We still have the calls coming in back to back. And at 9 o'clock, we will have to move on to our next conversation. As much as you want to speak on this issue, you know, we're working with time. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Fama. I call from Johnsonville to be precise, Isikiam. Hello?
Yes, let's hear you quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, sometimes when I see other politicians using state resources to politicize, I feel sometimes I feel discouraged within myself. Imagine a yellow controversial yellow machine business where they use that means to loot the state cover. Up to this time, the procurement process of the yellow machine, we hear about to know the prices, the durability, so many things surrounding the things that we now the people they care to tell us, we citizens to know that, oh yeah, this thing, the company has shown us that it will make 10 years the warranty. Yeah? But we're not hearing all those things. We're not hearing people parading the corridor to make other people understand that what they are doing at the right thing, where we already using taxpayer money to pay you guys, and you guys take our resources and you're using it in a way that the state, we are concerned, other people saying that they are helping us.
Okay.
That's help. And I see the yellow machine to be like, maybe we'll be passing around here, or government will do another fund to repair it.
Okay.
As long
thank you.
The procurement process is looking better, then that's how it will be.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I've been seeing this number on the Lone Star everywhere. This number trying to make its way. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead. You're live.
Thank you. This is Washington Soup, and I come from this room.
Washington, it's been a while. How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
I remember this yellow machine issue is sometimes confusing. From the initial stage, the president said it was a long-term friend I was bringing in yellow machine, and the price was somewhere around 18 million.
Yes.
After the media and other people discussed it, they went
dropped to
back
26.
and then they dropped the price to I think 26 million.
That's
and
26.
They told loan from Echo Bank. So I ran with the president, good friend, I wanted to get a machine. And now they are taking loan from Echo Bank, and we don't even know the procurement process of the machine. So you see the people rushing to build a machine. Yeah, it's a kickback. They know why they will constantly benefit from that machine. We can't start the machine every pay all the road, focus, the road. How are we serving the machine? And the work it has not yet been done. The people they bringing in those things, you gotta know what they will get personally. It's not about coming develop. And yeah, we want to see the road pay, we want to see quota on our real country road.
Okay.
So, if that happens, we'll celebrate, but we don't celebrate machine.
Okay.
We have not yet been done, but the procurement process is serious. As the mirror. The people causing global, we don't know why the procurement process works. They go to president next to pray, then they bring in another machine, we don't know. It's so funny. The criminal issue at the end of the machine, it will come out. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. We cannot take any more call. The time is 2 minutes past 9 o'clock. We said that by 9 o'clock, we'll move on to our next conversation. So I'm still seeing all of the lines ringing. I'm sorry, we cannot take all of your calls. Radio is time. We have to move on to our next issue. Leave you, the Liberian people. We will just be talking about the yellow machine thing until our time you live on the radio, and we don't want it. We're not doing that, okay? But let us be able to go on to the next issue here this morning. Fellow Liberians, we said that at 9 o'clock, we will talk about a lot of issues, but majority of them will be centered around the living condition of the Liberian people, the economy, and also some of, the ills within this government, comparing the we-are-led government and the Boakat's government, 2 years in power. We're going to look at it from both aspects, look at some of, the tangibles, the deliverables, some of the things that have been delivered, some of the things that were being said. I always say that when Christmas will be good, from the eve. Right? If a person will do well, that person automatically doesn't have to end whatever tenure that they have in order for you to know that, they're going to do well, because they're going to start it from the very beginning. So let us be able to go into it. The Liberian people go ahead and elect a president. The president's responsibility is to, not the president, but the government, responsibility is to take care of its citizens. You like it or not? They are the ones in power. They are the ones leading. That's the reason why you have all of the ministries. You have all of the ministers. They are working to be able to develop the country and to also provide for its citizens. Now, we're not in a period of war. No. We do not have a crisis. We do not have Ebola or Corona crisis in this country. Automatically, no, we do not have it. But the hunger rate within the country is increasing on a daily basis to a point that Liberians are complaining. Can you remember, Liberians? If some of you can't remember, I can remember, and I will tell you. You remember that someone died from hunger? You know, do you know that? That the person haven't eaten since morning. Like the person did not eat for more than 2-3 days, and the person died. In this country. Oh, yes, it happened in this country. It happened. It happened in this country. It happened under this regime. Somebody died from hunger. That was where we started saying, I will start with this whole phrase that eating has become an achievement under this government. That's where the phrase came from. If somebody get food in their pants to eat, you know, they feel that they have achieved something. And providing for your people should be one of the least things that you should do. Especially with the promises, with the expectation, with all of the things that you said. Look at the phrase rescue. Can you be rescuing people and people be dying from hunger? You rescue people, people are complaining, mothers, children, they're going days without eating. Some of you might see this thing from the surface because it is not happening to you. But I know, even some of you who get a little money, you're trying to, you know, I know how most people be talking, say things not fine in this country. Like everything is just hard in this country. Before, if your pot is not boiling, you place call to a few persons, you get it going. You put food on your but there's nobody to place call to. The people that you see around here being hungry, do you think that they really want to be hungry? Do you know how many Liberians leave their house in the morning? They're just walking. There was an interview that we conducted. I think one radio or television conducted under the same Bwaka government. The guy said that he been drinking water for 2 days now. Only water he drinking. Only water. He saw somebody begging him for money to buy 1 cup of rice to cook it and eat. People are suffering. People are suffering. We're seeing it. It's vivid. We're seeing it. People are suffering. The poverty rate is increasing. We're not saying these things because it is politics and blah, blah, blah. I'm not a cliche. I'm not a this. But I can tell you that people are suffering. Mothers, look at food that people eat in this country. Look at the food that people eat. So the least thing the government cannot be able to provide it for the people. Do you think some of these guys who are disabled, they're blind, you think they find pleasure in sending their children in between the cars, taking that kind of risks? Want to see the people in the street? It's because they don't have it. They do not have anywhere to get it from. They get it. No, let's be real. They didn't get it. If they had any other ways to get, they would have gotten it. They have been abandoned. So they got to send. We think people feel good to send children between cars. The children are not even in school from morning to night. They get pain in their hand begging. You think people, but that's the situation. That's how life is for them. So they have to do it. And the government is not making strive to be able to settle some of these things. That is what we're saying. There was a committee set up. The president told the vice president to go ahead. That the vice president looking like horseball, my people.
Big picking.
The president told the vice president that he should be able to set up a committee to know the cost of hunger in this country. Why is it that people continue to suffer from hunger like the cause of poverty? The president or the vice president will do that. So the president in the know that the people are suffering. Oh, he knows. Since the vice president, since that committee have been set up, did the vice president go back to the president? I do not know. I will not sit on this radio that I tell you that to tell you that I know. But are you seeing changes automatically? We're not seeing any. So what it tells you, the president know that people are hungry. Even the president said he was hungry before. Somebody used to rescue you one or the other. So you know that people are hungry. But then, what is it you're doing to be able to stop this thing? What is it you're doing? Mothers, children, they are going to bed on hunger. There's look at food that is, look at some of the food that we eat for a whole day. Look at this. A whole day. You see, look, can this even fall a person's stomach? I'm not talking about the demolition process that people carry on again. The demolition process is added to it. People do not like food should be the least thing because you can't do anything without food. If you eat, you get strength to do anything. You got to eat, but it is not there. Then where are we heading? We're talking about yellow machines. We're done with that conversation, but people do not even have food to eat. You do not know how people suffer on a daily basis. Do you know how many persons? These are things that we don't want to be. We don't want to be saying on the radio. You know how many people be like, Samira this, Samira that. Oh, a bag of rice. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to do this. In my own way, I'm not a politician. I'm going for any office, but it hurts me that, and you can see the hunger in the people. It's not something that they're pretending. No, they actually don't have it. They do not have it. You know how many people, their children are not in school? They disappear the school put their children outside. They do not even have, if the people ain't get food to eat, that school fee, they will afford to pay for children. And somebody will sit there and say, oh, the people say you want to do anything. You created a job for the people and the people ain't doing it. Or you didn't know that the people you want to do anything when you told them that you were going to do this and do that for them. You did not know. The hunger rate is increasing. Some of the cyclists, well, they used to run, and at the end of the day, they be able to get money to do some things. These people are stuck up to the community junctions. You're expecting them to go pay the person that is running their path for before they get something for themselves. So how the hunger rate will not increase? If you have an economy that is flexible, wherein things are moving. Let me say this, right? I will say this on this radio. I'm going to say this, right? You like it or not, you take it or you leave it. When George Weah became president, first year, second year, you could see progress because they had an agenda, right? They'd be like, going to do this, going to do that, and they started. Doing George Weah regime is one of the things that I can say and always say. These people were not mean like the people that we get today. Doing George Weah regime, some kind of hungry man can be sitting down. He gets some kind of person I know. Maybe the person is a minister, or even the person got to be minister. Get somebody that just working some kind of way in the government, Oh, my man, it ain't easy to deal. Yeah, oh boy, somebody will drop. The person will take it. But they will sit down here, somebody will say, oh, but I want causing the corruption and blah, blah, blah. Who told you that the people in power now, they are not corrupt? When the president can tell the Liberian people that me and see I shouldn't steal, but if I steal you, I should use it in the country here. But the people are stealing, but even the Liberian people's lives, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So where are we heading, my people? Where are we heading? People suffering. Look at the hospital there in Bon County. Look at the hospital there in Bon County. People putting people outside, telling them that you're cool outside. Like, this place is not good for you guys. It is not good. Liberia ranks 112 out of 123 countries. People are suffering. And this is a crisis that is silent. This is a crisis that is silent. People ain't know, people ain't seeing it. They are not. But it is real. People are going through a lot. People are suffering. They cannot, you know what I mean? To see a child that you have, child or children at the end of the day, you cannot feed them. You think people find pleasure in living the life that they're living, but this is a situation. Then somebody will say, oh, everything, oh, yes, everything government. Because the government, they make a lot of promises. These people make a lot of promises to the people. Tell them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that for you. We're not saying take money and share it on them. But if there are mechanisms being put in place, then definitely these people can be able to, you will see few changes. There's absolutely no way that this government will take everybody from poverty. No, it's not possible. But when we're seeing changes, then we will say, yeah, but absolutely nothing. So where are we heading? Where? Where are we heading? Where are we heading? Where are we heading? Patients are being instructed to leave their beds in Bonkanto, the FB hospital there. They're telling people, say, leave your beds. They're taking patients from on bed. Where in this world you see people sick, then they're taking them from on beds? Telling them to continue their treatment elsewhere. There were some emergency cases that were being carried there, and they turned it away. Emergency cases, somebody on their dying bed, somebody suffering from some kind of thing. But at the end of the day, they're telling them, no, you go a different place. You go a different place. You go a different place. And according to what we got from this one country thing, there was a resolution adopted by the hospital's employee. They had a meeting, all of that on January 7th and January 13th. And in the document, the staff said that, they said that they said this thing wherein the term deep-rooted concern affecting patients' care, employee welfare, governance, and professional standards at the institution. So the staffs even care for the patients. Like the facility is not conducive. A hospital is somewhere that should be conducive, because you carry sick person to somewhere that is not conducive for them. It's going to add up everything. So these people are saying, no, we cannot do this. The healthcare is crying. Our educational system is crying. The people in get food to eat. Like almost everywhere is just bleeding, I should say. You have one president who sits there and think that everything is okay. Yes, because the man been enjoying his life all along. He been working in the government. He old age again. Like bro, people say, yeah, we got me made a man to look nice again, putting on some levels, and then giving coat suit to wear, do something for him. Because his whole life he have been under Liberian people. In his old age and all, he's like that. I always say this thing on this radio. Former President Ellen Johnson said that she cannot be alive and Pwaka be president. Pwaka doesn't care for the people. So since you told Jeremiah Confano what is causing poverty, what is causing the increase of poverty in our country, what is it that you as a president has thought about it?
But
what is it that
you're telling people to go find out what causes poverty in Liberia?
What are mechanisms that you've put in place? But you sit and tell say the flower press move on their one, then you call the scene no more again. Well, let's hear you out on this. Let's hear you. Come again. Let's hear you, Ben.
I said the flower press left from 35, it go to 35.
35, yeah. 35. That kind of nonsense. Then Liberia people sit out there and say, yeah.
Yeah, Samara, you hit the nail on the head with the hammer. The fact of the matter is the conditions in our country now, the hardship is extreme. Every sector of the Liberian society, every family is feeling the consequences of bad governance in Liberia. From the militants to the foot soldiers of the Unity Party, they're feeling the hardship.
Mm-hmm.
Allies of Joseph Boakai are not even happy. That's the reality. Let's look at the vast majority of the citizenry. Went through a very competitive electoral process. People expected that Joseph Boakai will be able to do the things he said he could do. For some of us, we knew that Joseph Boakai is a symbol of failure. Some of us were cognizant of the fact that Boakai is a public liability, he's a leech, he's a parasite on government covers. We know that for a fact. And so we knew that nothing would change by making Boakai president. We knew. But so few people did. Few people decided on a very tiny margin to make him. But today, every family across Liberia is being hit with the hardship, from students to the market women, to the pimping riders, to the taxi drivers, to the police officers, members of the Armed Forces of Liberia, the National Security Agency, the agricultural sector, the health sector, every other sector, educational sector, every sector in the country is being affected, is being slapped by the fabrics of bad governance of the Boakai region. Can these things change? Are there semblance, are there signs and signals that things are getting better? No, obviously not. From one mistake to another. And the thing about these things, those of us who understand things at a different level see them as mistake. But the fact of the matter is, it is deliberate. Everything that the Unity Party arrangement, the regime is doing is deliberate. How? Let me tell you this. The country is hard. Do you need to send your vice president to go to do a survey to tell what's happening to the people? When you, Joseph Barker, president, we are used to send pickup full with food stuff to your house? Did President we are send anybody to do knee assessment to your house in rehab, Joseph Barker? No, because he knew you are a human being and he decided to be helpful to you. Look what Edmond Carr explained. Your wife, Katumu. Katumu is the head of the group of 77 in the country. When last did Katumu go out there to find a pragmatic solutions, or solution rather, a pragmatic solution to their problems? When last did she go out there? The only thing we saw you all doing, Katumu was eating her tobogi. When you guys were spraying, you pepper spray, you tear gas disabled people who are in wheelchairs, walking assisted by crutches. What did you do? They're moving. Men who have visual limitation, they're moving with their cane in their hand. What did you do? You tear gas them. You beat on them. You handcuff them. You jail them. Liberia is hard. The hardship my colleague talk about is real. It's vivid. Some of us who are in Ezra, do you know how many messages we receive a day? Do you know how many calls we get? Do you know how things are? Some of our friends who are doing very well, I always say this, but they had to sell their cars. Some of them were doing well in a 2-3 bedroom apartment. They have to switch into 1 bedroom apartments to cut down costs. Some of them had their nephews, their cousins and nieces who came from other counties to be with them in the nation capital. They had to send them back home. Things are extremely difficult. And you think in spite of all of these things, by parading the streets with few earth-moving machines, will solve the bread and butter issues? No, it wouldn't solve the problem. Look what's happening in Nima. First of all, there's no security for the Liberian people. See what happened? One woman, a so-called a cruel element, a witch. What did she do? She beheaded 3 of her grandkids. And it says some kind of police investigation going on. But what would have been done to stop the situation? These elements in power today, yesterday, things that are not as dangerous as compared to the slaughtering of babies that is going on in the United Party regime. They use that as propaganda against the CDC. Today, babies are being slaughtered under the United Party arrangement. And in Samara, these things are happening, and Joseph Boaka cannot even say a word. Can I say a word? A family of 5 persons, the Duper Roshara community of daughter and grandkids, they got killed by fire. Baka did not stop there. But when fire affected one of the homes at the EBK barrack, at the shuffling barracks, Baka went there. He went there and made some reckless statements against citizens who were crying, who lose their businesses due to demolition of their properties at the 72nd Military Barracks. Parker did not go to sympathize with Mr. Garnett on the loss of his family, his wife and grandkids, his daughter. Parker did not step there. What kind of cruel element we have? The old man is so wicked. Sometimes I wonder why the Joseph Parker died and we have a reincarnation of him. Or is it the same element who narrated story said he walked from Wasonga, who said his mother was a lame woman, for like for the simplest term, disabled woman. So you are a quote unquote son of a disabled woman from Wasonga, Joseph Boaka. But today, on your watch, you were so desperate. Liberia will go to an end if you don't win the elections. So why you wanted to end the country for? Is to be a mediocrat? Is to bring hardship upon the people? Look at the food Samira showed on display. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I know the
That's the food
importance of
people are eating
eating
now.
decent food. Look at the food people are eating. There's no protein. You just do some
Eating has
rice, some pepper
different.
and oil, sprinkle it on the food and give to them. That's what our people have been reduced to. Even food, they cannot have something better than that. At least to talk about a decent meal, no job for the people, no security for them. Young boys are being sodomized. Young girls are being raped by your very officials in the government. Young children are no longer protected. They've been killed. They've been slaughtered. They've been pushed up in their homes. No security. And you're passing around parading the corridor with few pieces of yellow machines as if your predecessor did not bring machines. This is terrible for the country. This is a very
Sure.
serious thing, Samara, happening. And
Sure.
we hope our people can learn. Akara Moses Gray wrote on his Facebook page, the former representative of District 8, Monserrado County, he said something. Gray said that these people brought it on themselves. They brought it upon themselves, but we have to work to redeem them. And it's true. Our people need to be cognizant of certain things. We said these things. And sometimes Samara, when we're saying it felt like it was a personal thing we're talking about. Let's be clear. No matter how life goes, Samara will be Samara. She'll be able to buy her gas, she'll be able to pay her bills and all of that. Ben will be Ben. First of all, I don't have to be I'm not under the gabble of Joseph Boaka. Boaka don't dictate what I do here. I'm not under his gabble. I left that place. I'm doing my thing. You understand? So the advocacy we're doing here is not for ourselves. We're advocating for the common good of the country. We
Oh
love our
yeah.
country so dearly. We want our country to get better. But let me
And
say
we
this
need to
to
put
you.
that feet to the fire, or else
Of course.
we're talking and they're doing these things. Imagine if we're not talking.
Yeah. We're swimming. Some
It's
of we're talking, but we can swim. Some of you can't
but
swim.
it's
That's
the
why you
it's
have to
the it's
listen
the,
to us.
it's the same talking that we did, Ben. You know that we seen Peter Bunch at that picture. You were on the radio the day that I had that conversation. A picture in Saw Beach there and blah blah blah. People doing. He's just looking like the jump point in there to say that go take a picture. That is
Of
how he was
course.
looking. So just what you're saying, we're talking and this is happening. Imagine if these people are not
Imagine.
putting it, they should also be grateful to us. Because at the same time, there are some corrections. We're telling them to get on the right path. Then
Of course.
people who
Of
will
course.
criticize or tell you you're wrong doing, you should be very friendly with these kind of people. Because
Of
they're like
course.
putting you on the right path and telling you what to do. Because if you listen to Good Morning Liberia or listen to other radio stations and they're telling like they did this, you'll be able to work on them and be able to move forward. That's how it
That's
should be.
correct.
Not to bring yellow machine to money, give it to people for people to publicize it. People should wear yellow and all of that to pass around. Are you serious? When the Liberian people are suffering, people do not even have food to eat. They cannot afford. We're not in any crisis. This is not World War II or World War III. Not Ebola crisis, not the other crisis. No. We're in normal days. Like everything is normal. So why should people be going through that kind of, you know, things that you cannot even afford? People are crying on a daily basis. It is not you today, but you know how many people have turned to beggars? You really think that they want to be beggars? You think they found pleasure in calling or texting people and telling them that they do not have it? But that is the situation. They got to cope with it. Some of these people are people who are even working, people that could afford for themselves. But this is where we are. So many people were taken from their jobs. They were taken from their jobs. Jobs that were given to them only because they are sedition, because they wear blue shell, whatever. But you know, I always sit on this radio and say this, and I know that few people will agree with me when that time reaches. I always say this thing, mind you, I do not know who's going to win the election 2029. But if George Weah happens to win election 2029, everybody can say George Weah get forgiving her, George Weah get forgiving her. But you see the thing that Unity Party did with the whole taking people from their job because they're a citizen, you gotta be careful because it might play in. The CDC might do the same to these Unity Party folks. It's not because I'm not saying this because you know, but I'm saying it to mean that it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. You know what I mean? To see your people be removed from job. Mind you, some of these people are qualified. They are working. They have their papers. But they are being removed only because they have some affiliation with CDC. So it should only be a Unity Party government. The government should be run by so UPS. If George will come back 2029, I do not know what win election, but I think it will be played to UPS too. You just get you just get ready for it. Because he brought it to wait to you. Because that is how you people are making the country. Just we have won an election and say, oh, United Party, CDC, ANC. Once you qualify, that's how it should be. This is a society. That's how it should be. But people, you asking all man for their voting card. You asking them, you won't see whether they will CDC or not. The people at the foreign ministry there, that was how they put almost all of the sweepers down. The people appear here, they started to cry on radio because they are seditions. So you tell United Party, not super and brilliant here. So when CDC get power and CDC is not doing the shit here, you will say you will get problem with it. Somebody won't complain about it. You people take the same thing. You take that taking into consideration that this man is a Liberian. You're talking about seditions. That is sedition. I mean, that is how better you people are. You don't do that. Whether the person working here, whether they for United Party, their political affiliation should not interfere, whatever. But I'm always saying this thing, we gotta be careful. Because at times, a person can be so forgiving. We saw George Weah here. After all of the cost that Prophet Key gave, he and Prophet Key became friends to shock him. Where is Prophet Key now? Lucky day saw Bish. We saw George Weah here. After all of what Henry Costa said to George Weah, he and George Weah became friends. We were on stage after calling George Weah, Buka dancer. And we can need on. Somebody will say, oh, the man, he can forgive people. But there are certain things that you do and continue to build up in that person. Do you know how many citizens who did not work in CDC government, mind you, they were die-hard partisans. But there were some UPS still in the government working. It's not because these people are stupid, but it is because to know that this is democracy. Everybody got to be included. It shouldn't just be CDC because CDC is in power. It have to be with everybody. That is how it should be. And you know, I read something Tiawan Konglo posted about unity, you know, the funeral that they went for the late Taylor Joel. Yeah, the funeral here, we are bad, and he told we are fucking, we are about fitness, and he told we have to take, you know, 200 push-up, and we are was like, if you get something in a broom that will make you take 200 push-up, me and guarantee. Because you won't care me why I'm irritated, you know, just cracking joke about fitness and all of that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he had few things to say to Liberians about unity from the opposition, imposition, whatever position. He had few things to say about unity. He said that he also encouraged politicians, advocates, and citizens to remain together, to keep the friendship. You understand? But in keeping the friendship, to tell you that Waka is very divisive, he didn't want to see anything. Like, what? I always say this thing, Ben can be a sedition, I can be a UPist, and we can work together. Because after election, we're done with it. We're moving the country forward. But if you're breaking division, then definitely CDC me when I want to see United Party me. It's how it will be. So 2029, yeah, be careful. Yeah, pray that these CDC people will not win the election, because if they win the election, you see that thing I got to do with the 10 you, that got to do what they want, what I want. It will not be easy in the country. It would. I'm foreseeing this. It's not something
And you know,
to brag
Samara,
about. It will
one
not
thing
be
I can
easy
say, man.
because
One
there
thing
will
I can
be
say,
debts. People will pay it.
one thing I
People
can
will pay
say
it.
as a responsible political institution and the leader we have in His Excellency President, we are. All we can say is that the law will take its course. We're
It
going
might
to
not.
deal with the
It,
laws of the country.
it might not be. It might not be President Weah. It might be people around him. Ben, let me tell you what the people from the United Party did. Right? It can hurt. Then I saw mothers crying only because the situation. That one I said they say. I saw people crying. I saw how people bled. Like this is where I get my living from. I can sweep the foreign ministry like where I get my living from. I'm just using the foreign ministry. There were other places I talk about people, but that is the talk about people from there. Even sweepers they went down to sweeper level. This is where I can get my living from. That person you tell you set and where that person going get job from again. Where they going get job from? So all the people that set it down, what they put down for United Party government, you people too, they're waiting for CDC too. Because CDC, all the people are saying that they'll go back there now. So, and that is not how it should be. But who started it? Joseph Walker started it. Because when Josh we had to go off on Ellen Johnson to leave term, he take everybody from your government to say, you're sit down, you're sit down, you're sit down. No, he did not. But even the training position, people going for people there, which of course they should not be. If you have something to say, Ben, you say it. If not, we move on to the phone lines so that Liberians can be able to participate on our second talking point. Not just second,
Yes,
but our
Samara,
last.
I think we can hear from the callers. Let's hear from the Liberian people.
Okay. Those of you wanting to participate, we're on this issue that has to do with poverty. Hunger is killing the people in Liberia, and we're not in any kind of crisis. Everything is normal in our country, but yet it's still is as if to say we're in war. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, 0773-978-564, 0773-978-564, 0881 alternative line for Lone Star subscribers. When I say alternative line, meaning right now, you can call this number. When George come on bits and pieces 3 o'clock, don't call this number. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Bits and pieces come on, don't call. If DJ Secret come on, he's doing his 12 o'clock afternoon show, whatever, don't call. Right now, it's the time for you to call. This is the alternative line for the Lone Star subscribers, 0881-275-189, 0881-275-189, 0881-275-189, 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502, 0773-978-564, 0773 978-564. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Chab Mutara Kuma calling from District number 15.
Okay.
Samira, what we aim, we look for it. So we bear the consequence. When Moses told the Israelites, you all leave from Egypt and go. When he took them from Egypt and they went and they turned against God, what happened to them? And they said, wait, this is what happened to Liberia. You and myself, because the country was already on path. I don't know what they were thinking about. They said like NGOs and Madam Soliha, the contract, get NGO all around the Europe or Europe Polo. So he win. Everything was just going to be very important for them. But you see today, they left all the issues and they went for impotent minister, they brought them. It gives us 70,000 with scratch card, everything on it. The typical approach is the agent poverty. He add insult to injury. He's making it worse. He try to demolish it all around here. So when you try to do a laboratory, are you keep the rescue off or you keep the damage off? Well, as we say, we look for it for ourselves. So now get a pin and we'll continue to pay until the laboratory can learn. If we can learn, we'll continue to be in it.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Please walk away from your monitor.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for what you are saying. But what I'm trying to say.
What is your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Jackie Papa.
Okay.
I will empty. I will empty.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say. You hear me? What I'm talking about? The owner say well.
No, we don't know that yellow machine issue, my people. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my dear sister.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Hugo Dan, and I'm calling from Common Community on the whole. Thank you for this. But you know what? Last 6 years, then coming to this all of them 6 years, I don't think if it continues like this, there will be any match for Unity Party comes on the night. Take it from me on that. Because what we had never thought, we are seeing. So even if all of the 4 political parties can put together, there will not be Unity Party now. Thank you.
Okay, this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Moses Moroba, journalist from the Singapore.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Samira, really, if it comes to this country, let us forget about being citizen or being UPs. But let us speak the truth, really. This country is very, very getting hard. This stuff. We who doing our live also around Samira, to doing far is very, very difficult. Things hard. We were there on the street, for them to run back one market for doing food and eat, they can be hard. We just passing around the street like to say we are mad. Things stop. Very, very hard for us. Thank you.
Thank you. This person, good morning. Yes, go ahead.
I want to appreciate you guys in studio for the topic of discussion. You know, the people just worry all in the country for our piece of country. But what they're doing, it will reflect back to them. Because we can be young people in our own country like we went as we're struggling for things. It's not right. You can bring retirement ratting thing to all that. We don't benefit anything from, we don't see to benefit anything from it. You come back to tell us, oh, this is this, that is that. Bring job for the people, with the young people, we are working, we later what day. And they will tend to beg us. We're taxing people from home while begging them. It's not right for us. So if they want to do good thing for us, they should be able to find job for us to be able to pay taxes, for the country to grow. Because through taxes, the country can improve and grow.
Okay.
So if they want to do anything good for us, they should bring companies, they should bring a lot of things. Since they give me the power, they just like discussion, bring damage to our country. They don't do anything good for us.
Thank you. This person, good morning.
Samira.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you for the second segment. And let me say good morning again to Ben, right?
Yeah, Ben.
So I want to make this commitment. I want it to be recorded on this day. That I, Hussein Kero, Executive of the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau, in my capacity as Hussein Kero, 2029, if we are returned to the presidency, I, Hussein Kero, should not live in Liberia. I should be exiled from this country to go to another country.
But if you're a real God person, nobody will take you and carry you.
Let me be placed beyond bar. If I ever return to the presidency in this country, I'm on record. I want to record this. I live in Jacobstown. I have a home in Beachville. I have a home in Caldwell. Anywhere you find me, if we are returned to the presidency, let me not resign in Liberia anymore. I'm saying this, I want you to keep the recording. That 2029, with the development, massive development, even in Grand Cru, the Southeast, they see the massive development that is going on in this country, that we are returning to the presidency. That is an open commitment that I've made. If you return to the presidency, let me not live in Liberia, let me be exit or play beyond bar. I just want to make this, I don't want to make any further comment. If electricity is not stable, I will not vote. If the price of rice has not dropped, I will not vote. If petroleum product is not cheap as you can think around the world in Liberia, I will not vote. If the roads are not being connected from River G to Sign up, from Sign to Maryland, from Maryland to Cape to River South, I will not vote. If water has not been connected in Central Monrovia, the sewage system has not been welcomed by the water and sewer, I will not vote. If the government of Liberia have not provided funds to local farmers to the Ministry of Agriculture, that they can get local farmers, aquaculture, the future department of our country, they have not receiving grant from the government, I will not vote. I'm saying we are. Former President, we are with all due respect. If we return to the presidency, and we record this, Hussein Kerr will not live in Liberia. Let me be placed beyond bar.
Thank you, Hussein. I don't know what to bring up on that one, but go ahead. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the program. I would like you guys to put this on the map. Like, why United Party?
Y'all want for everybody? Y'all want for us to be recording all of you guys now?
What Joseph Baca is doing, and what the United Party government is doing, that we know them for. Trust me. After this time, within the Republic of Liberia, that history market, there will be no party called United Party to come to Liberia and win election. No way.
Thank you.
Under no condition.
Thank you. This person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead. Quickly. We have other people on the lines.
My name's Richard Lamu Asam Monty Mosi West Point and I'm here. My sister, I'm a cool man, and the cool people has a parable that says, meaning if the drum will sound, it's from the beginning the drummer will know. Now today we are talking about bread and butter issues, and then the people, our ruling government, they are angry with us. But yesterday, when President we are government, I mean, the full referral hospital just insisted go in grandchildren, go Papoli, go Riverside, in Monserrato, which is the military hospital for the hospital. I mean, the military, the hospital for the military people. 4 major referral hospitals were built under Georgia administration. The people were telling us it was not anything. When you went to the University of Liberia or all technical public educational institutions in Liberia, tuition was waived. I mean, tuition was waived. The people thought it was not anything. Look in the country, the amount of apartments that we are carrying on, 450 miles. We're talking about apartments. The people talking about Library Road. Even you talking about Dusty Road. Dusty Road does not last. The road that people celebrating around the world now are apartments.
Okay.
So the government, going to 2 years ago, they were able to address the bread and butter issue.
Thank you.
We are calling on them, we're begging them. I mean, people are dying within the...
Thank you. Morning.
Yeah, hello.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, I just started telling you as well. You see, let people, you see, how the job facility will come in the country. The job facility will come in the country. If you think the young machine is going on in the country, they need mechanic, they need operator. You know, the Omen plan, we try doing well for us. Please, let put the small step. Let this change. The Omen is very fortunate. Rest business. The Omen bring fighting.
The Omen say you rescue the people. The Omen thought that they can say the Omen fighting. But why the Omen should be fighting it? The Omen should know how to do it. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samira.
Man, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samira, and good morning to Ben. So, my name is
Good morning.
Oliver. So I joined you this morning from Checkup Town. Samira, let me say this. It is very laughable that you will hear our brothers talking lies. It is not strange because it's coming from Mr. Barker and the Spanish in the government. If somebody will sit and say it is because of the government that you have water supply in Second Monrovia, then maybe you were not living in Liberia on just the hour of power. So let me say this, Samira. The 70,000 jobs that Mr. Barker and his putting liars provided, his son as a host, is doing. The other job is called lying job every morning. So the job title there. So let me say this, Samira. The Liberian people are crying. Every day we got some money, we hear death news. If you don't hear death news, we hear people protesting. If you don't hear people protesting, we hear people, the government demolishing people's houses. So it is very frustrating that even people were still living, looking for food to eat, at the same time, they're looking for where to sleep. People thinking how to pay their children's school fees. And the government is very reluctant and hesitant that the people are suffering. They didn't have our time. The only thing they do is to shoot and kill whenever situation are happening and they are called upon. So it's very frustrating. So you're thinking for the truth this morning. We wait until the 9.
Okay, thank you for participating. We have to go. Let us be able to, give the producer, not producer, but the next announcer his chance to come on. Ben, we're wrapping up.
Thank you, Samara. You know, there are a few things I would say today. I want to tell our people not to lose hope. I want to send this message to the young brothers from the regime. 2017, the United Party felt that because they had Joseph Boakai sitting as vice president in office, that it would be a victory for them. In the 2017 elections, the United Party were massively defeated, and CDC won 14 out of 15 counties. In the 2023 elections, United Party sold lies and propaganda. They fought everything, some of the very development that they inherited from President Weah, which they are still driving on the footprint. They launched massive, negative, and wicked propaganda. But where did that propaganda land the United Party? It landed them, quote unquote, the government power with less than 1% of the votes, 17,000. George Weah defeated Waka with hundreds of thousands of votes. Waka won 17,000. That cannot make you a representative in a particular district in Montserrat County. Let me be emphatically clear with the listeners. The number of people that are hungry in the country, it is overwhelming. The number of people who are unemployed is overwhelming. The number of people who are victims of police brutality is overwhelming. People are not happy in the country. Don't be fooled. Don't be misled. You know, the misinformation are some of the things that fuel our civil unrest years back. And by the special grace of God, we've come beyond that era. But I want to say this emphatically clear. Fellow Liberians, those of you listening to Voice of Liberia, the biggest platform in the country, listen to me carefully. Unity Party is done. Joseph Boakai lied to the Liberian people. The old man is wicked. And everybody in the country know how wicked Joseph Boakai is. Even the people who voted for Boakai are feeling the hardship in the country. So nobody gonna make that mistake to vote for a wicked and cruel old man like Joseph Human Boakai. But I want to say this to the Liberian people. Do not lose hope. Remain hopeful. I'm gonna show you that decent leadership will be restored in the next elections. President Weah is standing firm, he's standing strong for you, the Liberian people. I can guarantee you this, that 2029, these people that are oppressing you today, these people that are making the country hard, these wicked and corrupt individuals at the level of the Senate, at the level of the House of Representatives, and the biggest devil of all in Joseph Yuma Boaka and Kun, you people should decisively turn out and vote them out. I want to say this to you. It will begin with Monserrato County. We'll replace that liar, that criminal and lying tongue who even shamed his mother in Dillon. We'll replace Dillon with a decent man in Jefferson Tamakuji as the next senator of Monserrato County. And we'll move beyond that. We'll go to the other counties and do the same. Most of the lawmakers, some of the senators will not be retained. They'll be booted out of office and replaced with decent legislators. At the level of the presidency, we, the Liberian people in general, are resolved to re-elect His Excellency President George Manuel Weah, who will restore sanity in the country. And these criminals, these vampires, these bloodthirsty individuals, these rogues element of the Unity Party will be no more. It's a pleasure being on the show, and we dedicate ourselves to being here on the biggest platform in the country. I want to thank the CEO, Sekou Sharif. I want to say thank to you, team Samara, for moderating a very wonderful show. And I feel very energized and accomplished being on the platform this morning, like always.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Thank you to Liberians who followed. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be here with another edition of Good Morning Liberia, and we're going to have another thinking package for you. So keep following and keep tuned in to Voice of Liberia. My name is Samira One Light. This is how we say bye-bye.